Yeah, a lot of people ask me, how do I live on about $800 a month? And in the next video series, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about how I literally took my life and it took a split-second decision and I turned it all around, pretty much sold everything, all of my belongings, everything that I owned that was in my name, left the United States of America, and I have not been back in 5 years. And since it's the brand new year, it is actually January 3rd right now, Tuesday, January 3rd, 2023. I still have no reason to go back, and I live on about $800 a month. That's right, let me repeat that. I live 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, on approximately $800 a month. Now, that's not including like going on trips and vacation and traveling the world and stuff like that. But if you like that idea, why don't you keep listening, keep watching these videos, and I'll show you exactly how I did it. So yeah, basically what happened was I went through a multi-million-dollar divorce, and I just got sick and tired of paying all the bills that you got to pay every month, right? Mortgage payment, car payments, insurance payments, electric payments, water payments, gas payments, internet payments, all those monthly expenses and bills that you have, I got rid of them. But it wasn't easy. It was one of the hardest things I ever did in my life. And the biggest concern and the hardest thing was just making the decision to do it. Does that make sense? Making the decision. Once I made the decision, and it actually took me speaking to many different older people who made the same decision, and that convinced me. I said, look, these people are living an amazing life. They don't have any bills. I don't want any bills. I don't need these bills. And I got rid of them. But it took only 1 second to make the decision. Does that make sense? And as I'm walking down the street here, I'm on a busy street here in the Caribbean, in the country of Mexico right now, about 5 minutes from one of the most drop-dead gorgeous beaches in the Caribbean. This area is called the Riviera Maya. I live here part of the time. Now, most of the time I'm traveling around. I decided in 2017 to travel the world, see how other people live, other cultures live, and that's what I've been doing. So for the past 5 years, I've literally been traveling all over the world, making all my money right from my phone that I'm holding in my hand right now, helping people change their lifestyles. And then I started this little company called Paradise Lifestyles, which basically means how to live your life in paradise, which means a lot of different things, guys. It's not just about the money, it's about your mindset. It's about thinking completely different than you're thinking right now. And that's how I made the decision to get rid of all my expenses and live pretty much debt-free for the rest of my life. So yeah, as I walk and talk and talk and walk, you know, there's a rap song called Walk It, Talk It, Talk It, Walk It, Walk It, Talk It. One thing I teach all my mentor students how to do is to talk and walk your lifestyle. Talk your lifestyle, walk your lifestyle. Walk your lifestyle and talk your lifestyle. Meaning, talk only about what you know and what you're looking to learn, and then teach other people how to do it. So one of my coaching students said, hey, I know how to cook the best Italian food on the planet. I said, well, that's what you should be doing. You have a passion for that. Teach people how to teach Italian food, put an online course together and start selling it. Also, sell and promote and market yourself to do private cookings, private parties, birthday parties, bar mitzvahs, weddings, anniversaries, right? And this guy started doing it immediately after one call, and let me tell you exactly what we did. So to create his Italian cooking business and systems to teach people how to do his Italian cooking, creating all his best Italian foods and sauces and stuff, the first thing we did was I had to teach him and show him how to think differently. In other words, he had to put everything on video. He never had done this before. I said, you gotta produce some videos. You gotta get into video production. So now you're not a cook, you're not a chef, you're gonna be an online social media marketer. You gotta put your stuff out there so millions and millions and millions of people can see it, and that's how you're gonna make money, teaching people how to cook. And he said, well, how do I do that? And I said, oh, I'm just walking into this little park here. And he said, well, it's really simple. You get out your phone, you start taking videos, kind of like what I'm doing right now, and you start telling people about how you cook these recipes and just get things moving, get the conversation going. Just create a conversation, guys, and people will start coming to you. So So that's what he started to do. He listened to me. I gave him 3 steps to do in one day. I said, you do these 3 steps today, and you're gonna call me tomorrow morning. We're gonna get on another call, and you're gonna show me that you did all these 3 steps, and then I'm gonna take you to the next 3 steps. And I couldn't believe it, he did it. He produced 3 videos, kind of like the video you're watching right now. He created 3 different meals, spaghetti and meatballs, bolognese sauce, and I think he even cooked a pizza, and he put those videos together, and he said, now what do I do with the videos? And I said, well, here's the next step. Now we have to get them on social media, and we have to get people to respond. In other words, you need people to say, hey, I love your videos, I want to buy your course, or I want to hire you for my bar mitzvah, my wedding, my anniversary, whatever, or I want you to fly in and I want you to privately cook for us. And that's exactly what started happening. He started getting hundreds of leads immediately, and that's what I want to show you how to do. And you know that little story about my Italian coaching client, mentor client, that's just one of thousands, guys. I've been doing this since like 2007. So for the last 15 years, this is what I've been teaching, showing, educating, and mentoring people on. How to change the way you think, so you can change your lifestyle. You already have a life. People say, well, you need to get a new life. You need to make more money so you can live a better life. That's wrong. You have a life. You were born alive. You were born with a life. You want to have a better lifestyle. You want to be able to travel whenever you want to travel, right? You want to wake up one morning and say, you know what? I'm not going to work today. I'm going to take the next 3 days off. I'm going to go to the Caribbean and I'm going to go relax. But you can still work while you're relaxing. I'm walking down the street right here relaxing. I'm going to pick up some barbecue chicken for lunch and I'm making some videos. I have no worries, no drama, no stress in the world because I don't have any monthly bills. Let me show you how I did that. Okay, so whether you're 18 or 88 years old, and again, most of my common mentorship clients are in their early to late 40s and 50s, okay? So between the age of 35 and about 65, that's my average client. Because most of you, and I'm talking to you right now, yes, I'm talking to you personally, you're looking for a change. If you're listening to this video, if you're continuing to listen to the words coming out of my mouth, you're saying, James, you're freaking right, man. I need a change. Okay, so how do you make that change? Well, the first thing I did was I made a decision, and it took me 1 second, 1 split second. I said, I'm selling everything I own, except the clothes, my computer, and my phone so I can make money. I'm selling everything, the house, the cars, the trucks, the boats, everything, the furniture. I let it all go, and I started making a list, and here's how it went. Okay, so the first thing I did is I listed the most expensive things I owned. I had a Mercedes-Benz S-Series worth about 80 grand. I had a Hummer truck. I'm sorry, no, I sold that one. Range Rover. I had a Range Rover with about $100,000. I had a BMW convertible M5 with a 10-cylinder engine. I hardly even drove it. It sat in the garage. I was wasting money. They all depreciating assets, guys. I made a list of all the most expensive things, and I put a price tag on them, and I put them online. I put them on Craigslist, eBay, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, you name it. I just put it everywhere. It took me about 3 days, and I sold all of those vehicles literally within about 10 to 12 days, guys. Gone, done. So that was the first step, get rid of the most expensive things I had and the most expensive bills. Guys, I had car payments totaling close to $3,500 just in car payments. Within 10 days, gone, and I didn't have any more stress. Okay, the next thing I did on my list is I made a list of the next most expensive things. I had a $25,000 gold Rolex watch. I said, I don't need this anymore. So I'd rather have the cash, right? So I sold the gold Rolex watch within 5 days, gone. I sold it for about $18,000. $18,000, think about that, right? That was just sitting on my wrist, wasting money. I was so stupid, guys. For years, I spent so much money on material things that never fucking got me anywhere. Sold the watch, 18 grand cash in my pocket. Next thing I sold was all the furniture in my house. I had a condo after my divorce. I lost my big McMansion, and I moved into a little condo, and I had all this brand new furniture and TVs. Gone, done. I listed it all on Craigslist. I put it on Facebook Marketplace. Gone, sold within 2 weeks. Couches, furniture, lamps, lights, stereo equipment, TVs, even my TVs. Yes, I got rid of them, guys. So right there, that was about another almost $30,000 cash in my pocket. Now, if you can believe this, I actually sold my TVs. I had a 72-inch smart TV, I had a 55-inch smart TV, and I had another 52-inch smart TV. Sold, gone. Within 2 weeks, they were gone, guys. Put that money in my pocket, close to $8,000. I just sold it for whatever I could get. I wasn't even stingy about it. I just said, take it. Somebody made me a good offer. I said, you got it. Come pick it up, right? Gone, done. I had 3 cell phones. I said, what am I doing with 3 cell phones? I only need 1. Gone, done. iPhone 10, an iPhone 8 and an iPhone 10, gone. I got another $1,000 for those, okay? So I'm just thinking to myself, wow, I got all this money, all this cash just laying around in my freaking house and my condo, and I'm wasting my time. I don't want these bills and expenses anymore. I'm selling everything, and that's exactly what I did. Next was the furniture. I took the furniture. I had 2 sets of couches, 2 sets of chairs. I had a $3,000 lounger chair with speakers in the chair. I didn't need it anymore, man. I got rid of it, done. Sold all that within about a week, okay? So basically, after about a month, about 25 days, I sold everything I had that was worth a lot of money and got rid of it. Now I'm sitting in my condo. I pretty much have nothing. I've got 5 suitcases full of all my clothes, my computer bag with my laptop, MacBook Air, and my iPhone, and I said, I'm gonna get the heck out of here, and I'm gonna go see how other people live. So I had all this cash, right? And I bought a plane ticket from Atlanta, Georgia, and I flew to the country of Singapore, and I said, I'm gonna go see how the people in Asia live, because they're about 10 years ahead, further than our technology, and that's exactly what I did, and you won't believe what happened. Stay tuned. Okay, so prior to leaving Atlanta, Georgia on a big, huge Boeing, I think it was a 747 or a 777 or something, some big plane, it held about 500 people. I had already hooked up with an online entrepreneur out of London, England. His name was Shakir. And he said, I want you to come and do some internet events with me because you're a great speaker. And I'll tell you about my 15-year speaking career in other videos, guys. So I had already landed a gig where I would go and work with this other entrepreneur, online social media marketer. And he was a sales funnel expert, which we'll get into in other videos. And I went and spoke at an event for 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, in Singapore, and I was helping him sell his online internet training programs at this 3-day event. I had no idea what I was going to say, but I put it all together on the plane because I had about an 18-hour flight. All right, so I get on the plane in Atlanta. I'm so excited, I couldn't even sleep. And I got I flew from Atlanta to Los Angeles to Tokyo, Japan, down to Singapore. So literally the whole thing took about 18, 19 hours. I couldn't even sleep, but I couldn't even talk. I was so excited, guys. So I worked on my laptop on the plane, and I was putting together some type of presentation so I can impress this kid. He was a young kid. He was only 28 years old, and he was already a multimillionaire. And because I wanted to do a lot of these events with him all over Asia, because I just wanted to stay out of the USA for a while. I didn't want to pay any more bills. I didn't want to pay any more taxes. And remember, guys, I just sold everything, okay? So that means I didn't have any bills. I didn't have a mortgage payment, no car payments, no insurance payments. I'm crossing the street here, guys. I'm still in the Caribbean, all right? And I want to show you exactly how I did that and then how I started making money to support my new paradise lifestyle. Okay, so now I have no bills, literally no bills. I got Shakir paying for my flight. I got Shakir paying for my hotel. I've got 5 suitcases full of clothes and shoes. And I've got my MacBook Air laptop and my iPhone, and I'm going to work at this 3-day event. Now, the whole time while I was on the plane, flying all the way over to Singapore from Atlanta, Georgia, I could not get off my mind one thing, and that one thing was this. I literally completely changed my life from a split-second decision to turn around my lifestyle and live the way I wanted to live, which was without any bills, any expenses. Does that make sense? No bills, no expenses. I don't have a monthly payment for anything except one thing. That was my cell phone bill, and I didn't even want to pay that. So my next idea was, how do I get rid of my cell phone bill? And then I have 0 monthly expenses. 0. Every dollar I make goes into my pocket, my bank account, and that's exactly what I did. Here's how I did it. All right, the next room. Oh, I'm in the pharmacy here in Mexico in the Caribbean. Everybody say hola, hola, hola. Okay, we're leaving the pharmacy here in Playa del Carmen, and I'm going to continue to talk and teach you how to create a better lifestyle for you and your family, guys. And listen, if you're single, you can do this really fast. If you want my help, guys, at any time, all you have to do is contact me. Go to the description. All of my information is right there. You can get me on email. You can get me on the phone. You can get me on a text message. You can get me on WhatsApp. You can get me on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Snapchat, TikTok. I'm all over the place. Right now, my main focus, though, is YouTube, because this is where my income comes from, okay? So why don't you do this? While you're listening to this video, if you're excited, all I want you to do is smash that like button, smash the like button, subscribe, and then continue and comment. Make a comment and say, hey, Jim, I'm interested in doing this, man. How do I need help, though. I don't know how to make this decision to change my lifestyle to get rid of all my bills and expenses. And I tell you what, guys, it's a really simple thing once you have a little help. You can't do it by yourself. It's next to impossible to change your lifestyle without anybody else's help, without having somebody else who has already done it show you how to do it, because they've already done it. You're not going to be able to, it's going to be very hard for you to do this. 99% of the people fail. They try to do it. They try to get rid of all their bills and expenses. They got to deal with their wife. They got to deal with their girlfriend. They got to deal with their mother, their daughter, their father. Guys, you got to get all those people out of your head. If you want to change your lifestyle, you have to make a decision. You only. Don't ask anybody else. Don't tell anybody else. They're going to think you're freaking nuts. People thought I was fucking crazy. But I didn't listen to them. I listened to myself, and I listened to God, and I only listened to the people that I spoke to who actually already did it, and I did exactly what they told me, and it worked. And it was that second that I made the decision to change my lifestyle when I sold everything and I got my life down to $800 a month while making a fortune online. This is what I want to show you. So as I'm walking and talking here, we got some hola, we got some tiki bar. There's a tiki bar where they sell drinks. These are tacos. They got a taco tiki bar right here, okay? So pretty much where I'm located right now, within 3 to 4 blocks of walking, you can tell I'm walking all over the place, guys. I've got anything I need, any kind of food. I got chicken, I got pork, I got steak, I got hamburgers, tacos, burritos, quesadillas. Yes, I'm in Mexico right now, so it's mostly Mexican food, but I would never starve here, never. And I probably eat for about, I would say $3, $4 a day, $5 a day. If I spend $5 on food in a day, that's really expensive, guys. That's an expensive day. So if you're interested in learning how to eat for about $3 a day, keep watching. Yeah, so getting back to making that decision, guys, when I was on that plane, I decided I was going to get rid of my last phone bill, or my last cellular phone bill. So when I got to the hotel, I was at the Hilton Hotel in Singapore, I started using their Wi-Fi. And I said, wow, this Wi-Fi is awesome. It works really good. What if I could just use hotels and restaurants and Starbucks and just use their Wi-Fi, because it's free. Anything for free is for me, right? You like that? Anything for free is for me, and it should be for you. So I literally went online after that 3-day event, which I'm going to talk about here in a minute and tell you how the whole thing went, and I canceled my cell phone bill. My cell phone bill was with Verizon Wireless, canceled the whole thing. Now I literally had no bills, no expenses, and I'm living and staying in a foreign country halfway around the world, and I have no bills, no expenses. This is when my life completely changed, and I got a brand new lifestyle that I'll never get rid of, and this is what I want to show you how to do. Okay, so if you are still following this video series on how to change your lifestyle, guys, right about now, you should make a decision, and that decision is this. Number 1, are you ready to change your lifestyle? Number 2, are you prepared to do it right now, this second, without even thinking? Just do it. Change your lifestyle. Cancel your mortgage payment. Cancel your car payments. Cancel your insurance payments. Get rid of all these crazy fucking bills every month, man. You don't need them. I'm telling you, don't need them. Every bill you pay is more stress, right? Electric bill is stress. I used to pay a $600, $700 a month electric bill. I'll never do that again. My car payments were $3,000 a month. What are you, out of your fucking mind? I was stupid. Cars and trucks, it's a depreciating asset unless you put it under an LLC, unless you lease it, right? There's different ways to do it where you're having your business pay for that stuff. But the most important thing you want to do right now is make a decision. Hey, Jim, James, whatever you want to call me, Jimbo, Uncle Jim, I am ready to change my lifestyle, and I want you to go to the link in my description and contact me right now. So let me talk about that for a second. When people contact me, guys, it's real simple. It's up to you. It's not up to me. I'm all over social media. I've been on the internet since 1997, okay? I've run over 17, 18, 19, almost 20, probably 20 some odd businesses online, and I continue to run a lot of these businesses. Now, over the last couple of years, since we had the COVID-19 pandemic, epidemic, all that crap, we've had to change a lot of stuff. I got rid of all the old shit that wasn't working. Now I have the new stuff that is working into the new, well, not new millennium, but we're in January 2023. So I took basically about 18 things that I was doing, and I got rid of all the stuff that I wasn't interested in, and it wasn't making the money anymore, and I got it down to about three things, okay? So the next thing I want to talk about is how to concentrate on one thing at a time, make money at that one thing, and then just duplicate it into a second or third thing so you can live with true freedom with your new lifestyle. Yeah, and I know what you're thinking right now. You're like, man, this is going to be really hard. How the heck do I get rid of all these bills and expenses, Jim? I need a car. I got to go to work. I got to drive. I have to go out. How am I going to get rid of my cell phone bill? I got to talk. I got to use the phone. I got to get on social media, right? Guys, I'm telling you, once you learn how to do it, it's easier than you think. It's the decision. It's the decision. It's all the decision. Can you make a decision to live debt free? Can you make a decision to get rid of all the bullshit, real materialistic things in your life that you don't need? You know, so you're a hotshot guy, you're a stud, you're muscular, you go to the gym, you got a hot girlfriend, you're probably blowing through a minimum of $1,000 or more a month just to keep that relationship going. Think about that. How much money do you spend on going out and eating out at nice restaurants and fast food restaurants? How much money do you spend at the gym? How much money do you spend on all these different things? If you think about it, you really don't need. You just need to redirect your lifestyle so you can live. Yeah, so you can live debt-free. It's all about changing your mindset, what you're thinking, and how you're thinking so you can get rid of all this stuff, guys. I'm telling you, you don't need it. I've been living for the last 5 years literally with no bills, no expenses. $800 a month. So I pay $400 of rent for the place I live at, and everything's included in that. Think about that. That's right. Let me repeat that. So I pay $400 a month in rent. Electric, gas, water, internet, everything is included. So for $400 a month, I have everything I need to live and run a business on the internet from my phone. I don't even use a computer anymore. Let me repeat myself. I don't even need a laptop anymore. I don't need it. You don't need a computer, guys. All you need is a good cell phone, great internet speed, and you just need some products or services to sell and promote and market, and that's what I want to talk to you about. All right, so if you're sitting there right now going, man, how do you live on $800 a month, Jim? You're 54 years old, $800 a month, you're full of shit, you're lying. Okay, watch this. In the next couple of videos, I'm gonna break down exactly how I did this, which I've been doing already, but I'm gonna really break it down to give you a solid, smooth, sincere system that you can follow just like I did. And it wasn't easy, guys. I created this all myself, but I learned it from some other older people who did it. And I got my life down to pretty much nothing, no bills, zero. So if I make $10,000 a month, $800 goes to living and paying my rent and eating and drinking and doing all the things I need to do to survive. And then the other $9,200 a month is in my pocket. Think about that. If you only make $5,000 a month and you can keep $4,000 of that, after 12 months you got 48 grand, then you can do whatever you want. So think about this. Think about this for a second, guys. What if I could show you how to take about 9% of your and keep it, put it in your pocket, put it in your bank account, put it online, and all income, only 10% you need to survive. Think about that. Would that change your lifestyle? Would you live differently? If the answer is yes, I want you to subscribe and to contact me. Just in my I'm putting a number, my email, and a link where you can contact me directly, and I will personally, or one of my coach, I have coaches and mentors. They will show you exactly how to do live in person. You can even spend 3 to 4 days with me in the and we'll live. And we'll have